He's crazy like Jack Bauer. His name is Forrest Power. Good morning, good afternoon, or good evening, YouTube. So, it's been a few short weeks since we waved goodbye to Verdansk and settled into a more exotic setting in Caldera. But it has not been without its critics though. Likely the same people that have been yelping like prepubescent dogs for the last year about wanting a new map, but that's by the by. Overall, I do like this new map. It's a change of pace and there are some cool new additions. Initially, I didn't like not getting a loadout until after the free one drops, but I think that if that encourages people to take on more gunfights rather than looting in secret like some underground hobgoblin on a mission to get their loadout, that's probably better for the game. Big game bounties are my favourite new addition to Warzone as well, but this video is all about improvements and thinking about what we could do better in Caldera. And I do know that there are a lot of videos out there on this topic right now, but I just thought I would throw my 2 pence worth in. Now, what I don't want to do, and what almost seems like it's become fashionable, is to become a negative Nancy in this video, herping about the good old days in Verdansk. That map had its problems too, but people seem to have conveniently forgot that now. Anyway, suggestion numero uno for me would have to be nerfing the planes in Vanguard Royale. That's the game mode that the developers have had us playing more or less exclusively over the last 4 weeks, and they are so OP in the hands of a good pilot. At the moment, it seems like every Twitch streamer is doing his best impression of Maverick from Top Gun, trying to rack up 15 kills before the end of Circle 1. You get about half a second to react before being beamed by a plane, and if you're rotating into open space, say from the top of Peak for example, it's downright impossible to do. They need to revamp it as it's severely impacting gameplay and tying players' hands when it comes to rotating on the map, which I think is a big no-no. I am enjoying dropping at the top of Peak because that's where a lot of the kill chasers do tend to find themselves, but I should not have to worry about being insta-downed by some plane that's flying overhead that locks onto you with little to no effort. In at number 2, I'd like to see a bit more common sense with the rocks on the map. Sometimes it's Russian roulette whether or not you can scale a particular set of rocks, and if you're in a hurry because of the gas or someone pumping rounds into you, you need to be sure that you can scale those rocks. This one is likely to not get fixed that quickly though, as it would be messing with textures, and I think that's a pretty big job. The developers have done a bit of work in the early couple of weeks of Caldera on this, but I'd still like to see more in place for making sure that players can navigate the map and climb rocks without having to worry about it too much. Suggestion number 3, an FOV slider for console. If only so I can read about something else on Twitter. Every time I log on to Raven's updates, I scroll onto the replies, and some guy with a mullet from Texas has scrawled an inarticulate message about how PC players have it easy. I don't think that last gen consoles can handle an FOV slider personally, and that's likely the crux of the problem. When you couple that with the fact that a lot of the world aren't ready to upgrade to a Series X or PS5 because of the silicon shortages in the world, it becomes a bit of a problem. I think they may get a fix to this eventually, but it won't be for a while, and it certainly won't be on last gen consoles. I do know that the console generation and the console fan base are bleating and complaining about the fact that every death they seem to suffer must be down to the fact that PC players can see 40% more on their screens. And I do have some sympathy with that fact, even though I relentlessly take the mickey out of my friends that do play on console for complaining about this. There's a few other glitches, like the one with the buy station that makes you lose packets for a second and freezes, but Raven have released in the last couple of days that they are working on this problem this very week. So I'm hoping for a quick fix to that quite shortly. I don't think I've actually been killed by that glitch yet, which is quite surprising because it makes you stand still next to a buy station for upwards of 3 and 4 seconds. I do think that the vehicles from the World War II Vanguard game could do with a bit of sprucing up though. We've just recently switched back to Battle Royale with solos, duos, trios and quads, but the vehicles in Vanguard Royale seem like, well, that they don't go any faster than a horse and carriage. Sometimes I do feel like you'd be better off just kind of walking up hillsides rather than plodding along in a vehicle that everyone can see and shoot at. Other than that though, I am enjoying this Battle Royale, but I will stress that I'm not looking for faults. I find that some people are pining for Verdansk like they would for a supermodel ex-girlfriend, and it's a bit embarrassing now if you ask me. Yes, I love Verdansk. Yes, I love the gameplay on that map and the urban environment, but we need to make peace with the fact that it's gone and it's not likely coming back for a very long time. It just grates on me a little bit because every time I log on to YouTube, it seems that the videos with the most traffic are the ones that are moaning about something. And I hate the fact that like YouTube and the internet just seems to be an entire vat of negativity. So I'm trying to keep my positive pants on at all times when looking at this game and thinking to myself, do you know what? It's not a perfect product, but it's something that I can work with and it's something that I'm having fun with. And I know that it will improve over the coming weeks and months. Or I hope so at the very least. This channel is all about community feedback though, so I would like to know what you guys think about Caldera. Drop a comment in the section below letting me know your thoughts. Are you enjoying the change of pace from Verdansk, or do you think that it's an absolute car crash? Let me know, like I say, below. As always, if you have made it this far into the video, you are a saint, you are a legend. Drop us a like please to show your love for the channel and turn on notifications so you don't miss any future uploads. Once again, I've been your epic captain for this journey into the depths of Caldera for today. So ladies and gentlemen, all that's left to say from me is thank you very much for watching this video once more. I'm Forrest Power, and this has definitely been emotional.